Good.
Yep.
Say the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Read the minutes.
Meeting minutes from April 14th, 2026. In attendance were David Watkins, Brandon Wolf, and Cassie Shake. Cassie motioned to accept the minutes. Brandon seconded, all members agreed. Cassie motioned to accept financial statement. Brandon seconded, all members agreed. Cassie motioned to hire Brant Ford for street superintendent as long as background check out and will take $20 an hour. Brandon seconded, all members agreed. Clerk read ordinance 2026-2 for the first time. Board did not vote on the ordinance. Must be read twice and voted on twice. Cassie motioned for Marshal DeAndre to use Marshal Department SUV for the last week of the academy. Brandon seconded, all members agreed. Cassie motioned to do a spring cleanup the weekend of May 29th, 30th, and 31st with 15 dumpsters. Brandon seconded, all members agreed. Cassie motioned for L&L to provide the dumpsters for spring cleanup. Brandon seconded, all members agreed. Cassie motioned to reimburse Summer League $1,079.78. Brandon seconded, all members agreed. Cassie motioned to accept bids for tree work in town. Bidders had until May 12th by 4 p.m. Sealed bids must have proof of insurance and bonded. Brandon seconded, all members agreed. Cassie motioned to accept sealed bids for hiring cleanup for tree pile at the sewer plant. Bidders have until May 12th by 4 p.m. Sealed bids must have proof of insurance and bonded. Brandon seconded, all members agreed. Executive meeting set for April 20th at 6 p.m. to discuss copious power. Cassie motion to accept National Watch Authority to clean the water tanks for $21,150. Rust removal must be included. Brandon seconded, all members agreed. Cassie motion to accept Cummins to replace the transfer switch for $36,490.31. Brandon seconded, all members agreed. David motioned to adjourn the meeting. Brandon seconded, all members agreed. This one I'm gonna sign.
A motion to accept the meeting minutes.
These aren't read, but you guys need to motion and accept them and sign them for the executive.
You can go ahead and read the financial statement if you want to.
Oh, okay. Financial statement for April 2026. General, the beginning balance is $292,237.08. Ending balance is $284,713.98. MVH, beginning balance is $55,896.41. Ending balance $57,717.42. Local roads and streets, beginning balance is $35,122.30. Ending balance $35,532.29. CCIF, beginning balance $20,047.52. Ending balance is $20,047.52. Water beginning balance is $62,734.83. Ending balance $50,149.62. Sewer beginning balance is $777,122.75. Ending balance $809,686.14.
All right, motion to accept the minute, accept the financial statement.
I'll second the motion.
Is that both financials or legal?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
We getting sealed bids.
What about the sold bid?
Yep, who needs to advertise that? For the bids.
Who's better?
You believe it, you're not sure.
I don't put it in there.
That would go to the clerk treasurer.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can ask and find out.
If you would.
All right, so read this. If you want to read them as we go through.
You want to do that, read them as we go, so we're not reading backwards here?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Todd Green. Looks like 3 trees total at $2,800. We got AAA, 3 trees at $3,500.
Todd Green was what?
28.
20,
Yeah, 28.
and 35. Okay.
We got Ryan. Next gen on removal of trees and limbs, $1,150.
Next. And this is for the tree removal, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got CAS contracting out of Linton. It's not working. $2,700. So it was AAA at $3,500, Todd Green at $2,800, then at the CS or CAS contracting out of Linton. Kramer's coming at $2,700.
And then next gen for,
Yeah, it was $1,150 for brush.
Was that just for the brush or was that for the
Yeah.
trees?
No, that's just for the
oh, that's not for,
pile
Okay.
of sewer plant.
okay, hold up. So were all the other bids for the tree removal and the brush?
No, just the trees.
That's true.
Okay, so next gen is for the brush out at the sewer plant, right?
Right. So it's 3 bids for the trees. That's cute.
And then, okay, and the other three are just for tree removal.
Yeah, 3 trees total.
Okay. Did they all have insurance attached with them?
Only Todd Green did.
The other ones don't have insurance with it.
Todd Green was a 2,800.
Well, since he provided the insurance, which was one of the stipulations, I guess we should add that for a minute.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
All right, so motion for Todd Green for the tree removal.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, and then motion for next gen to do the brush out at the sewer plant.
I have a question. Did they provide their insurance? So then would be a non-bid then.
Sure.
Call it keep these.
You could make conditions that they provide insurance.
So, yeah, that's where I'm going with that. So can we call and just make sure they have insurance on that then, I guess? Make sure they
provide
provide
insurance
before any work's done, since that's our only one. Okay.
Let's get the department heads out of the way.
Okay.
Or you want to go new business? There we go. I see that. It's in order. All right, new business. Department head attendance.
I like part of this. Okay. Not really. Did we do all old business? Old was heard. Don't we want to do old business first?
No, we skipped.
Yeah, I mean, you got,
Because we need to do the proposed ordinance 2026 too, right?
Can you read it? It wasn't motioned on last time. I'm just to make sure you guys know that you need. Because it was only read, but not motioned.
Not useful.
We have to motion twice and read twice.
Guess I'll have to go back there and watch the other, make sure.
Right, ordinance 2026-2, an ordinance authorizing, is this the right one? Yeah. Just making sure I'm reading the right thing here. Establishing deputy marshal positions for the Carlisle Town Marshal Department. Whereas Indiana Code 36576 provides that the town shall by ordinance fix the number of deputy marshals and may by ordinance authorize the town marshal to appoint deputy marshals. And whereas the town of Carlisle has determined that the establishment of one or more deputy marshal positions is necessary to assist the town marshal in carrying out law enforcement duties for the protection of the public peace, health, and safety. And whereas the town desires to establish a deputy marshal position in a manner consistent with state law and existing town ordinances governing the Carlisle Town Marshal Department. Now therefore be it ordained by the town board of the town of Carlisle, Sullivan County, Indiana as follows. Section 1, establishment of deputy marshal positions. There's hereby established within the Carlisle Town Marshal Department one or more deputy marshal positions pursuant to Indiana Code 36576. Section 2, number of positions established. The number of deputy marshal positions authorized for the Carlisle Town Marshal Department shall be a maximum of one deputy marshal at any one time. Section 3, appointment. Deputy marshal shall be appointed by the town marshal subject to confirmation by the town board and limited to the number of authorized positions established by this ordinance and applicable state law. Section 4, powers and duties. Deputy marshals appointed under this ordinance shall possess the powers and liabilities of the town marshal while executing the lawful orders of the town board or enforcing the laws of the state of Indiana and ordinances of the town as provided by Indiana Code 36576. Section 5, restrictions on outside employment and use of town authority. The deputy marshal appointed under this ordinance shall not use, display, or represent the authority, credentials, identification, uniform, badge, insignia, vehicle, equipment, or name of the town of Carlisle or the Carlisle Town Marshal Department while engaged in any private employment, security services, or other non-town business. A deputy marshal shall not hold themselves out as acting in an official capacity nor exercise law enforcement powers conferred by the town while engaged in outside employment or private activities. Nothing in this section shall be construed to prohibit outside employment that does not involve the use or representation of town authority, credentials, or resources, provided such employment does not conflict with the duties of a deputy marshal or violate town policy or applicable law. Section 6, compensation. Compensation of deputy marshals, if any, shall be set by the town board and shall be paid from funds appropriated for that purpose. Deputy marshal shall not receive compensation except as expressly approved by the town board. Section 7, bond. Each deputy marshal shall maintain a bond in an amount fixed by the town board, conditioned upon the faithful performance of the duties of the office as required by Indiana Code 36576. Section 8, terms of service and dismissal. Deputy marshals shall serve at the pleasure of the town marshal. However, a deputy marshal who has been employed by the town for more than 6 months after completing the minimum basic training requirements adopted by Indiana Law Enforcement Training Board may only be dismissed in accordance with the procedures set forth in Indiana Code 36573. Section 9, insurance and benefits. Deputy marshals shall be covered under the town's workers' compensation insurance. Eligibility for additional benefits, including health insurance or retirement benefits, shall be governed by town policy and applicable law.
All right, so that's a new ordinance, so motion to accept the ordinance 2026 too.
Question, there's article in the ordinance regarding working outside of the Carlisle, the area of Carlisle, basically says they cannot do that. Is that correct? Am I understanding that correctly? There would be no private security work if some. Is that how that was worded? I'm not sure I understand it correctly. Representative of the identification, uniform, badge, and signal vehicle, needs town Carlisle. Which department will private employment shall not themselves out as acting in official capacity nor exercise law enforcement powers conferred by the town while engaged in outside employment or private activities. So basically,
Only in the town of Carlisle.
in my understanding, that would limit, that would remove any of private security. At least that's my understanding. It was you guys understand
Yes.
as well.
Yes. So what are your thoughts on that?
I was not, that's what I'm debating on. I mean, that's obviously, I know things have been discussed, but I think we do need reserve. I think we do need extra patrol if we can get it.
Absolutely.
And I think the best thing for the town is to give them a chance and see how we can, if we can make it work. That's my opinion. And that's, but I'd like to sit down if we can, like, discuss with them maybe sometime, just to rule out any issues going forward.
some more like clarification and,
Just more clarification, work on, discuss like their scheduling ideas to make sure DeAndre's working. Obviously, he can work his 40 hours, but making sure the reserves and the deputy town marshal are picking up whenever he's not. That way we have rotating coverage,
absolutely.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It made sense in my head, so.
No, it does.
So my motion to accept in that conversation.
Second.
Third.
So if we don't continue on with that ordinance, because we didn't motion on it last time, does that mean that we just don't have a deputy? Until then? Because he's without pay right now, right?
Yeah, because it has to be read and approved twice. And I don't recall voting on it. I remember it being read last month, but I don't recall voting on it.
Okay, so if we don't vote on it this month, then do we motion it out?
That's a good question as well. I would just like to be able to have that conversation.
So since it still has to be read one more time, could we do some type of meeting, whether it's public, exclusive, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Between now and next month
So
For
we're going to schedule like an
clarifications.
executive with the department head and everything.
and just for
Yeah, discuss that.
explanation,
Yeah, I don't see how that would be an issue.
because I really don't want to not approve that and then just keep pushing it
Yeah,
up.
if
for
it's,
another
if
several
it's something we
months.
can make work, let's get it going.
Absolutely.
So you guys are setting an executive, is that right?
Yeah, that's what just gotta figure out a date now.
When's a good day for you guys?
Well, as long as it's after 3:30.
I'm basically good as long as it's not a Wednesday right now.
I'm swamped this week.
So you want to do next, you want to do next Monday?
Can you do Monday next Monday?
Yeah, that's fine.
That works.
You want to do 6?
That works for me.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, next Monday, 6:00. All right. So I motioned on it. Is there a second anymore? Or we're just leaving that out there?
I think I have a motion.
I think you wanted to leave it out there.
Yeah, leave it out there until we have that conversation, unless we can motion pending that conversation.
Well, we can't motion in the executive. Like if we motion now, then it goes for this month, but we still have to reread it again
Okay.
next month.
So, okay, so I'm in motion to accept it now.
Okay,
We'll have that conversation and then we'll go from there.
then at least we're not putting it out another 2 months.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Okay. On the same page here.
Trying to be. Okay.
Do you agree with that?
Oh, let me make that.
All right, Marshal DeAndre graduated the academy.
Yay.
Job, dude.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Long.
Officially a police officer now. Got your credentials. Thank you for doing that for us. Thank you for doing that for the town.
All right, any other old business?
Nope, I think that's it.
Yep.
On the new business, department head attendance.
All right. Basically just department head attendance. I know the last several meetings, we haven't had department heads here, just going forward.
I missed the last two. I was on vacation, and then I'll visit the first one.
Right.
I'll apologize for that, I guess, but I feel like I've been to most of them. And, you know, if I'm on vacation, I deserve to be off a day. I mean,
That's fine. That's fine. Just if we only have a meeting like once a month, if we can be here for it, that's awesome. But we also have a new employee and you are in charge.
You're kind of above me, so.
It was one, Dustin. And that's because I had surgery that day.
Was that a little bit,
Anyways,
it's too.
um,
I just felt like I can give you the report every month. You're not missing.
yes, but but you have stuff in your report and we bypass it because you're not here to talk about it. There are several things in your report that we just kind of go by because we have questions, but it's kind of for you. Anyways, we have a new person for street department. If you can be here at monthly meetings and give a report, we would greatly appreciate that. Okay, And Dustin, moving forward, if you can't be here, then just ask your second person that works with you to give your report and be here and answer some questions. Thank you.
Off-duty employment.
For this year of 2026, has everyone disclosed their off-duty employment? Is everything up to date on that?
What are you referencing?
Just, I know we've talked about moonlighting in the past, and it's been a big deal. I just want to make sure we're transparent and everybody's on the same page.
I know it was brought up in previous meetings, but I want to see the minutes before I can go from that.
Okay. I just want to make sure that there's no questions that arise or why somebody's here or whatever issues we've had in the past.
Next one's $1.50 fee added to customer's water bill. And here's the ordinance we passed a year ago.
Yeah, I've had several people. I just wanted, I didn't add that to that, but, I know I've had several people ask about it and I told them to come in here for clarification. Can you have this posted somewhere or out so when someone comes in and says, hey, what's my $1.50 on there? They be like, here it is, they can read it.
I don't know what the guidelines are on posting ordinances.
Not post, just have it out, like,
We had someone come in and ask for minutes on this week and she got it instantly and she read it right here while she was writing her request, she was still reading
Okay.
the minutes
As long as
that
it's
was
easily
voted on.
accessible to the public.
Yeah.
Over there on that table.
Normally we just ask people to do a records request, but usually when it's something that easily available, we're like,
don't we have a book of ordinances where they can all just be pulled and?
Yep.
I was gonna say, because ordinances, anybody can come through and read them. I see why you do put in a request, but. Basically, so the person that came in and asked about it, clarified it, good? She still isn't gonna put you on the spot.
I was trying not to name any names.
Well, since we're on this, the $1.50 added, what questions you got?
Why did it take a year for it to be in place? One of my bills is water, stormwater isn't even on. My bills are never the same. I'm getting a disconnect notice on a property that has no water hooked up.
It's just disconnection for
And
the,
willy-nilly, whenever they want to put it on there, when they don't, because it wasn't, October, a friend of mine had $1 on there, and then the dollar disappeared when you were at a court meeting and questioned it, and then it disappeared, and all of a sudden, again, it popped up, and now $1.50.
good questions.
We've had them every month since the ordinance was in play, but we also just employed this new letter because of issues that were brought up last month. This will be this month's moving forward. There's no disconnect for stormwater only, if you guys want to look at it.
Yes, please. So it says violation and disconnect letters, including certified mail, administrative costs for the town, now therefore be ordained by the town board of the town of Carlisle, Indiana as follows. Yeah. It's been a little less than a year. Okay,
I have a question about,
Andy Kirkland, okay.
how did your write back cost?
Service register.
It's voted on.
Well, I mean, anything has, since the town's nonprofit, correct?
Zero total.
Yeah, the town's nonprofit, the water and sewers are
Has been
for
paid.
profit.
It is for profit.
The water and sewer is, ain't it?
It's for
What's this
profit.
This is the new.
It is not
That way.
A service, it's a profit.
A stamp, an envelope, a letter, paper.
And, okay, but how did you break that down? Because I know in government, we have to break it down per unit, how you write that cost.
Stormwater. So people that have water shut off.
And that was gonna be my next question is, what does that late fee, that 10% late fee, cover that cost? Why is that not, what does that 10% late fee go to now?
I'll find out.
So hang on, these are questions that we're gonna have to look at. You want to know,
Thank you.
There's already a late fee on the bill.
Yes.
15, and then there's like double bidding for another $1.50 for the people.
Well, one's a late fee and one's a letter fee.
so when they're late, I see what they're saying. So they're asking, why is the late fee that's already attached to the water bill when they're late, why is it not going towards that piece of paper?
And what is the minimum bill now? Trish,
What was the question?
water sewer minimum bill is how much?
So if you don't hit,
64, maybe.
60.
Yeah, 65.
And the penalty is 10%?
Can I tell you the truth? I don't do that.
Which
that's
makes-
okay.
Andy does all of that.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
think John can tell me. So that would make about $6.40,
I just don't want to say the wrong
which I would
number.
think is more than enough. But I didn't realize this was a for-profit water sewer system, which would definitely lead to some questions here in the beginning.
Okay, so late fee.
I know a very commercial profit.
How many months can you be late?
For,
2
You-
months that I disconnect.
Because I thought it was 3. Now it's changed to 2.
It's always been a 30-day
two.
billing cycle.
it's 2. It's just in the past, it used to be, it would run a little bit longer, I think, than what it is.
It's always been 3 that I know of since I moved here. Unless the lady just wanted it to be 3.
It's just not enforced.
I can explain that. We read the meters on the 15th, the following 15th, you're late, and then you receive a bill that say on the following 15th, you will be disconnected. So it's equivalent to 60 days. So you get 30 days to pay without a letter, and then you get another 30-day grace period before you're shut off. So from the time we read, if you don't pay that bill, you have 60 days before we shut you off, 30 days before you get the penalty.
Very good for you to what?
A penalty. After 30, the following 15th, you get a penalty and a letter saying by the next 15th, you will get shut off. So, but you're 60 days late if you get,
Based on the reading.
based on the date of reading.
Not the date of receiving the bill, but the date of the reading.
Yes.
You can't guarantee when you're going to get the bill these days when your
The
bill's
postal
in
service.
Indianapolis.
Yeah, I know Shelby wasn't getting theirs from the.
Cincinnati and New York and back when we lived.
Okay.
We can't be held accountable for what the post office. Good. Everybody knows that their bills are due like the end of the month, so. For all of those.
All right, next up, we got the humane shelter. The town always gives the humane shelter money. I guess I said something.
It's a whole invoice and a contract. It's a whole
Oh.
thing. It's much more.
Yeah, we had her. It's 3,500.
Yep.
So,
Did you use it at house, so you can have a water, but that used to.
This is storm water. You say,
yeah,
yeah, if you have no meter water on, yeah, it's just storm water fee.
which should be $9.95. Okay, so has anyone fully read this? To give the breakdown of what it is?
I just don't. I don't even, I guess it's for a year again.
2 years.
That's two now.
Yeah. They're going to do a period of 2 years.
Good luck. Hang on, here's this one too. I think these two are the same.
Yeah. I think those copies.
Yes, it just, if somebody wants to read it, I'll
Schedule at the beginning, so May 31st and 31st. Going.
today.
And that's per 35 per year. Just read that. It's my culture.
It's budgeted. So,
But this is something that we've done. For
yeah. So
Yeah.
If we sign it, they're only getting $3,500 this year. They'll go right in to get the 3,500 next year.
So basically this agreement's good for 2 years.
Yeah.
I'll have to come back and tell you, it's 3,500 per year. Is that the same amount that it was last year too?
I believe so.
So do we have to motion? I guess we have to motion on this then.
Yeah, we gotta write them a check.
I'll make a motion to accept it and to sign it.
I'll second.
Third.
Let's do this one. If you want, no. So I guess for the $1.50, we need a breakdown like this.
Yeah.
That would be, yeah.
Like
Pretty
how
good
much, I
breakdown.
was gonna say, I'm not gonna be any sheets, right? I mean, I can't be, but
All right, let's get the reserves because we're having our meeting. We got sidewalks.
So,
We received a letter from AJ Springer Insurance saying, also just as an FYI, we had White Shake come by my office and ask if the town has a liability coverage through us. We told him no, but we were working on quotes. He brought up concerns about multiple locations throughout town where there were steps with no handrails. He said that
put that in the meeting.
He said that to his knowledge, there had been no incidents, but it had been brought to the town's attention, and he mentioned that he thought if the coverage wasn't with us, it was likely with Meek's agency, and he would like we could let them know as well. Just wanted to give you a heads up.
So whatever happened with those handrails that we put out? Because Miriam got their insurance basically taken away because they went up to par. And that was like, what, a year ago when we talked about those handrails?
Actually, it was talked about in 2024.
Okay. Longer than I thought.
Let me see here. I'll even tell you.
We do have an ordinance that applies to some of this. We have ordinance number 66 that says, be it ordained by the Board of Trustees of the Town of Carlisle that all sidewalks in said town shall be kept in repair by and at the expense of the owners of the property in front of or along such sidewalks shall have been and may hereafter be constructed. It's an oldie. It's from 1907, signed by D.F. Shake, president at the time.
Okay, now what year was that from?
1907.
1907, so over 100 years ago?
100 years ago.
Just look at the ordinance. There's history, guys.
And that ordinance has not been changed in 100 years.
It's not.
What does the current ordinance say about sidewalks?
We have no other
There is a new ordinance.
There is.
Passed.
Yeah, we passed a new ordinance.
wording if he pays for it.
It says that I do not, am not required to have, I'm not required to have a sidewalk from my property. That I do know. But we're talking about stairs. And I think Well, no, I know. It's called, you know what supersedes mean?
And like,
July 26th, 1990. What happened on that day? That was the day Ronald Reagan signed the American Disabilities Act. I tried to be compromising, just asking for a handrail. But now, since this is strung on since 2024, I'm going to ask for an ADA compliant handrails. And if they aren't forthcoming, if you want to continue to deny it, I will file a complaint with the ADA Association on my behalf and the citizens of Carlisle. And you can pull that 1907 Act and see what they have to say.
So we are with, State Highway and HWC with our ADA coordinator and all that stuff. The sidewalks have to be ADA compliant to wheelchairs, so stairs are not ADA compliant for wheelchairs.
Right.
Across the street from your house, there is a proper
There's three of them, actually.
sidewalk setup.
Yeah, they done the other three and left that.
We need to proceed with what's it called?
handrail,
Road grant. I can't remember the letters for it, but they handle that stuff. So I can't, I'll take it here, so. Yeah, community card, CCMG.
Yeah, we'll put forward on it.
So we worked with,
David.
HWC on that, and they can provide an ADA compliant with the state corner at Rick's Corner.
Well, actually, there's multiple stairs down through Sand Street.
Well, yeah, they'll have to be addressed. I mean,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We're under a compliance order to do that in all of our, community-owned buildings. We had a meeting with that a couple months ago, right before Steve left, so.
Okay.
That is definitely in the plan to make corners and the town building, town-owned buildings, ADA accessible.
Well, we approved $1,000 worth of those ADA rail things, I think is what they call them. We got approved that, never got nowhere with it, so.
So do we have, is there a timeline of how long that takes for us to be approved?
Yeah, because this was from August 6th, 2024. Kathy requested handrails at Ledgewood, Vincent Streets, as well as by the apartments.
I remember, yeah.
So that's
And then-
been,
And then it was brought up again.
and it was brought up again,
6
voted
months
on a
later.
second time. And to date, nothing's been done. And now we're pulling out a 100-year ordinance and trying to use that as a reason why we haven't done it.
Actually, 120 years.
Okay, 120 years.
Okay, so Dustin, do you have your list of all the ones for the, or have somebody, whatever you need to do then? Like
Well,
sidewalk,
Grant's the street guy, but we made a payment, HWC has got a pavement improvement plan or whatever. It's somewhere in this office that grades all that stuff. It's more for the streets.
okay,
But,
It had every other system.
to apply for the grant, we gotta use an engineer, which we use HWC.
right,
And like Brant would get with them and whatever corners you guys want us to do or whatever streets. I don't think it does the whole sidewalk. I think it just makes the corner proper,
okay,
Accessible.
makes the corner handicap accessible. But like in most towns that I do business for, the sidewalk is of the property owner's responsibility. They don't have to have a sidewalk and they don't have to maintain it, but that's
So-
theirs. I don't know.
so if someone does not, no, you said that, so if someone just was like, hey, the sidewalk's all tore up, I don't have the money to fix it, town's not coming there, can they just go out and tear up that sidewalk, so they're not
They're not.
liable, I guess?
There's a state statute where we can make them pay half. We can go in and fix the sidewalk and
Yeah, like that, they'll give you like five, if you wanna do it, they'll come and tear it out for you, if it would, under the agreement, and put it back in. You can tear it out yourself, or they've also done like, if you sign an agreement to redo them, we'll give you $500 to redo, just to pitch in on materials or
The ones I've seen that I dealt with,
construction.
is that
All
the
right.
town will come, take them out, we'll put them back, but the homeowner pays for the concrete. And if you're smart, you will do this at the time when you have the inmates from up there
To,
have it prep, so when they come in that week, they can form it up, pour the concrete quickly and do that. But the homeowner has to agree to pay for the concrete.
and they have,
Every town.
Work on that.
Yes.
Yeah.
well, Dustin seems
Got
like
like
he's
that.
pretty knowledgeable with it. If you have questions, just get with him.
Yeah, especially if you're a business owner.
Yeah, you are responsible.
So I own my property, the sidewalk, and 6 feet in the road. I'm accessible to the road, everybody can use it. The sidewalk, everybody can use it, I can't stop. But if they fall, I'm responsible if it's damaged in any way. If there's a crack in it,
Okay, now this is, do you own that property?
I think we're opposite. I think we're 6 feet from the road.
You don't own it.
I'm pretty sure we're 6 feet from, like, here's your road, 6 feet on each side of the road. It's on us.
We have 60, and 30, 40, and 60 foot.
That's the utility. Utility.
No, they own it.
Huh.
That's the town of Carlisle from 1815.
From 1850,
Yes.
so we're bringing in 200.
I'm just saying, that's how the town.
Only
was
when it's
made.
convenient.
And every alley is 10 foot.
So
That is the town.
That's what we're going around then, so it's-
how long do you want it first?
All right, so we got,
Yeah,
maybe,
I got a guy here that's gonna come over there to show this. So a couple months ago, I brought up the AMI, which is the cellular read, the meter reads that we can observe if you have a leak, if, say, Rick has a leak, and we can detect it quicker than just once a month. So, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
This is Scott from Utility Supply.
Hi, everyone. My name is Scott Dunlap. I'm with Utility Supply Company. Got a couple of packets for you here.
Thanks, sir.
Guys, if you wouldn't mind sharing, I don't have it. So, Dustin and I have been talking for the past several months about how we can help improve
Thank you.
the meter reading side of things and how we can help improve the customer side of things here in town of Carlisle. And one way we can do that, it's kind of the low hanging fruit, is to put a collection antenna on your water tower that will automatically collect your reads 24/7, 365. It collects those reads, dumps them right in here at the office. So you effectively have live meter reads from all of your water meters in town, 24/7, 365. Giving you live information on usages on meters. So if somebody's meter happens to get flagged for a continuous usage, it will flag that right on the desktop here, and any of the town employees can log in and see that, and then alert the customer if they have an issue within hours versus within, say, a month or 2 months, and then you finally get a bill and it's, thousands of dollars, and then the town ends up writing that off, or however that works. And so proposing that we can, with just one tower here, we will read more than 93% of your meters daily. Likely it'll do better than that, but with the propagation study we have on here, one tower will read 93%, a little more than 93% of your meters. Even out in the country, if we show you these, I'll show you the map here. Everything in green is a guaranteed daily read. The blue boundary, then those blue dots are the meters that are maybe not going to pick up daily, but maybe every other day kind of situation.
Yes.
So
Come up to date with that.
For the cost, it's just under $40,000 for this equipment and the installation of this equipment. But you're effectively removing somebody from having to drive by, read meters. If there's read in, read outs, you don't have to send somebody to do that. All that information comes directly to your desktop. And you don't have to pull histories on meters either, because that is automatically being collected. So the real benefit to the customers is being able to alert somebody to a potential leak or some sort of situation immediately within hours and days versus within months. So I had Neptune do a propagation study here. We used both of the water towers. Turns out this water tower right out here is the biggest bang for the buck. Not by much, just by a couple percentage points, but still this would be the tower that we would go with. If we were to do two towers, it's not worth the juice is not worth the squeeze. We do two towers. So we're only gaining maybe 1 or 2 percentage points if we do both towers. So it just wouldn't be cost effective to do that. But for the one tower, we put this thing up. The install company can do it within a meter read cycle. I'll come out and program the tower, and it'll just immediately start dumping reads in. So this can happen within a billing cycle, assuming we have the equipment on hand and the installers are available. And it's an awesome technology to have to be able to better serve your customers, and effectively save you guys money down the road.
Right.
So, yes, with that, the quote on here, the equipment is $23,000. The install is $16,675 for a total of $39,675. It's a little pricey, but for the power of the information that you get is invaluable.
What's the cost after the first year?
So, and that's a great question. You currently pay an annual software maintenance fee. It's about $3,800 annually. That's going to go up to about $4,500 to $4,800 annually. It's all dependent on the amount of meters that are being read by the tower at the time that Neptune is going to charge you for that. They annually take a snapshot of your system and see how many meters are being read drive-by, how many meters are read through the tower, and then it's a cost based on that. So it'll be just under $5,000 for that annually. So it does go. So your annual maintenance fee does go up a little bit. So keep that in mind.
This, have any of that joints, power, up there?
No, not the. All it is, it's a 3-foot stick antenna with coax cable.
Radio waves.
No. We're running on a 900 megahertz between 910 and 920 megahertz. All of your meters in town are broadcasting that currently. You guys are already up to the latest water meter in town. The guys have done a great job of keeping up to date on that. And so you're at the latest, greatest water meter. The next step in your evolution of your meter system would be to put up a tower to automatically collect your reads. So very simple to do. Again, it can happen in one billing cycle. And yeah, you've got the information. What other questions you guys have?
I know you won't have me don't know. How much annually do you guys have to write off on water leaks?
I can tell you what there is this month.
Thousands.
40,000 there. How close is that to writing off?
Let me ask this.
It's gonna save them having to drive around and read.
It's yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
So we are getting off that. You gotta get a hold of it.
Well, the one thing is our computer has very few,
Phone numbers.
phone numbers. I reported that when I first got here, and the girls have been trying to
We've
collect.
been working on it.
So if you guys don't have your phone number or update your
Call us and give it to
your
us.
stuff here, I think Susan had a lot of.
That's how much we got this-
You know,
this
she
month,
knows
this month.
everybody in town, everybody knows everybody.
1,300.
So.
It's 1,300.
Yeah, just for tonight.
You got it.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
we also.
Yeah.
You average that.
You're a good salesman. Thank you. I like this guy. You're not getting any commissions on this, though. Sorry.
Just have questions.
We propose everybody get on reach alert. That way we can get a hold of you individually. Reach alert. That way we have proof. If Aunt your church picks up the phone and it's, Mr. Bob, you've got a water leak, and then Bob forgets about it. And then we say, we told you, and you're like, no, we didn't. No, you didn't. The reach alert is you got it documented, creating words here. Documented that we did get a hold of Rick on the water.
Yeah.
Work at reaching meters,
Yeah.
and they will lose their job.
No, it'll just give them time to do more.
Other things.
Yeah,
that they
there's
need
there's
done.
hundreds of other jobs that don't get done because they have to go out and read meters and go out and pull histories on meters, do final reads on meters. It keeps somebody busy, and I couldn't tell you how many hours a month. It's quite a bit during a month. But with this system, you effectively eliminate the need for that, which then focuses that employee on other things, on maintaining the system.
Tell them about the entertainment.
What's that?
Got paid for all this.
So, yeah, we talked about that.
Well, we talked about adding like a $3 fee or a $2 fee or a $4 fee, some fee to put into a water meter fund from that, because we just spent $70,000 on water meters in the last 2 years.
I thought I heard it right. I thought you said it was like 800,000 in the sewer bill.
There is, but I mean, that in 10 years, when we need to upgrade our water meters again, there will be that money in that meter thing. It's paying for this, it's paying for new meters.
So we're also.
Not water. It's like water, we just lost 12 grand this month.
So really, we end up,
We have more.
in the long run, we end up saving money too by not having all those adjustments.
Yeah, you're looking at about,
So
depending
is
on
it
the
really necessary
style
to
of
add
meter,
more
you're
to
gonna
the
be
water bill?
about $300 to
Literally, right now, if you
$360
like
per
add an
meter.
extra $2, $3, $4 on that water.
That's to buy a new meter off our shelf.
And a 10%, and the 995 on top of that.
Yeah, the numbers are, I can read.
But it also saves us money.
But it's saving.
There's 24 meters not being picked up on a daily basis, which we can get that to 100% using special antennas, things like that. So we can get you to 100% read, but it's telling me of the, excuse me, can't get my,
I think Plastic get it, and then if it's like, hey, we're losing money or we need to add more to the water bill or something.
Let's see if this is included in this.
yes.
It's already-
And
we bumped into this today.
The 5,000. Yeah, okay, I got you.
of the 384.
I got a question.
Yes, sir.
So if we do this 36,000, we approve this.
Yep.
This annual is already in there, or that's on top of
That until you're good until your next annual renewal comes up, which
So we would be good till, if we did it this year. we could just-
it's already, yeah,
Do you know what our annual renewal is?
for the annual Neptune 360 software. I'm not sure when it is either.
It should be just fully.
Yeah, it'll,
Count out 10 years, I mean.
yeah, I'm not sure when your renewal actually is. Those kind of happen behind the scenes. I don't cross my desk, so I don't actually see those.
You can find it out pretty easily.
I do like the idea, I just don't like adding at this very moment too. I think it's great, I definitely think we need to do it. I'm just not for adding an extra bill to the water bill right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys do have a pretty substantial credit with utility supply right now. You guys had returned a bunch of meters.
Yes, we did.
There's like 12 grand in there right now in credit. So I'm saying that would be a really good opportunity to use that credit.
So that can apply to this,
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
because we returned it, but we weren't gonna buy any more new meters with that, right? Or whatever.
No,
Oh, that's the way, well, that's.
we got extra.
It's returned. You guys have a credit at utility supply
Yeah,
right
we
now.
do have a $12,000 credit. I sent back 2 meters of the, I think we still have 35 on the shelf. we had like 70 some of the
Yeah.
pallets that we bought, so I said, and Brian just got a hold of me right before I pulled up, it's just under $12,000.
You take 12 grand off of
Yeah, so that makes it a little more palatable.
it. Not playing
And
out loud.
there's, there's no reason you can't split this amongst the wastewater department also, because they get they get their, only way they get a bill is from the water meters. So this is part of the infrastructure for that. So just a thought on that.
I'm all for it.
Now, my question is, how does that antenna have to be replaced?
So they, assuming there's no damage, and damage can happen, high winds, lightning strikes, things like that. They've got a lot of built-in safeties in there, like the power supply. Lightning strike up there, it doesn't, I get probably one or two of those a year that happen. And typically it just fries the power supply box. That power supply box, yes, it's probably 2,500, or if you got a pretty handy electrician around, you can fix them. I've seen people fix them too. I have all that equipment on my shelf, so you're not going to be down. The actual gateway box that sits at the base, they say that has a 10-year life on it. Just as an example, the town of Monticello, they've had all of theirs up for well over 10 years. I'd say we're going on probably year 15. I have visited each one of them, but for not to replace, just to repair some, the modems in there have been discontinued, and it was a cybersecurity issue. So we replaced modems in there. I'm out of north side of Indianapolis. So we've got 4 branches throughout the state.
So breaking that down over a 10-year period, making about $1.02 a month.
So do you?
I like this guy.
Are you gonna be renting this stuff and you guys maintenance?
No, this is your infrastructure. So you purchase.
They gotta pay.
Yeah, there'll be, if in the event that does happen, yes, there'll be, I can give you a list of names for installers or people that might climb towers. You might know somebody to do that, but I'll maintain it. Utility supply will be your first call, as we're a small family-owned business. We've worked with your town for decades now, and a lot of other communities around here. And,
I knew it was coming up. Because we talked about it, I think, last week.
what's that?
All right. I'm ready.
Sure. I'm not advocating for increasing bills.
You
but
sold us.
then I'll be quiet.
So my question to the board is, will you be raising the water rate based on what he's told me and what I figured out, about $2.25?
As of
Not-
right now,
Not
no.
of this month.
So in 6 months, we can see like a $15 extra fee on our building.
Well, they are for profit.
I mean.
No, that would have to be something,
Maintain it for life. This whole thing will maintain. on
that would be something that has to come to the board. It has to be passed. It has to be talked about. It can't just randomly pop up on your bill. So, all right. So what's this called?
Utility supply company.
Motion to accept the
Estimate.
reader.
Give me page. Okay, motion to accept the utility supply company bid, or I mean, it's not a bid, quote, thank you,
I'll second the motion.
for the antenna thing. I need,
What for this?
$40,000 to send it all up.
so all in favor?
Unless I was
What's she asking?
She's like, where's the initial money coming, about 40,000?
Oh, it's coming out of her water.
and you gotta put the water.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we also,
There's no fee added right now. Just, yes.
yes,
Roughly, yeah.
yes, yep,
All right, you got anything else, Dustin?
pretty good.
We got the small water tower clean. The big water tower is still not clean. They showed up after a 2-inch rain. They chose not to let up the yards, so I appreciate that. They're gonna reschedule no extra money. They'll let me know a couple days that she schedules out the next week, so we'll know Thursday or Friday, prior week, that they're going to. The corrosion spots on the small tower has been taken care of. That was a significant on the inspection, so that's no longer, well, I have to take pictures of it and send it to the inspectors, but that will be removed from the inspection. Another, a minor that was on there was a little bit of rust coming up on the high service piping. That's been painted. Another deal on the inspection was directional arrows, so when they walk in there, they can know which way the water's flowing inside the plant. Most of that's been installed. We had to get more arrows. We just talked about the AMI.
So it's an AMI meter reading.
That's it.
Again.
I said, so it's called an AMI meter reading. We were trying to,
I'll tell you what it means, but.
okay, it's fine. I just didn't know what the name of it was when you were trying to make the motion.
I sent 42
Oh my
meters back, which gave us just short of $12,000 on that. The small tank is due for an inspection. We had the big tank inspected last year, some that way. The last one on the the small tank was 2021. They need done every 5 years. So it is due. We fixed the flapper on the big tank, which is the overflow deal. It was significant on the inspection. The reason we got these significance on the inspection was because it was cited in the previous inspection 3 years ago and not taken care of. The standard monitoring framework materials, it's an annual test that we're required to do on the water side. Comes up due, I do them in August because that's when all of them are due at the same time. Some of them are due June through October, other ones this month, that month, but all of them are due in August. So that's when I choose to do it, so I can get them all done. The phase 1 for the asset management plan, so IURC just put out, and IURC, it stands for something. I'm not even going to try to do it. Remember what that is? There you go.
See.
Right, that was unison.
Good job, guys.
So they come up with asset management plan, phase 1. It's about a 2 or 3 hour questionnaire that you go through and you check yes or no, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at it. I went to that regional meeting a couple weeks ago. They informed us about it. It just came out. The official email just come out last week or maybe the end of the week before. But water utilities from A through M are required to have this done by July 1st of this year. So they kind of gave us the short straw.
Oh, nice.
So we got 60 days to do it. It'll be done. So, and then M through Z's next year by July, and then wastewater starts A through M and 28, and then wastewater M through Z is 29. But anyway, they're working on a 3 strikes you're out thing. So if we don't get this done, you get strike 1, which is a penalty, and strike 2, can't remember what it is. But strike 3, basically IURC comes in and takes over your utility and starts managing it themselves.
Yeah, we don't want that.
So we all know what happens when places come in and take over. Your rates will go sky high, which we've been blessed with the prison right now. Our rates should be twice what they are right now. I mean, I've been trying to get off of Shelburne, the graph of the rates of surrounding towns or actually towns of similar size. So we are the second lowest in southern Indiana as far as water and sewer rates. So, I mean, like Shelburne's almost tripled you guys. So, I mean, the prison's been a blessing for everybody here to keep the water and sewer rates down. So just keep that in mind.
Keep it that way.
$24 for a couple thousand gallons is not a lot. In the grand scheme of things. So that's that. There's 3 strikes you're out on that with the IURC. That's basically what I got for water. There's got any questions on the water.
So I guess on that small tank, when are you wanting that done? The inspection?
If it's okay with you guys, I'll get 12 on it.
Yeah.
And then I'll present it next month and we'll move forward on that way.
All right, so motion to get a quote for the small tank inspection.
Second.
All right, now we're good on wastewater. We're good. Okay.
Wastewater side, we got the quote for the new UV system that, we've been blessed with having to get. It's 150,000 plus install. Originally I thought it was 120, 130, but it came back at 149 something. We do have a $60,000 credit with HPT, which is Henry B. Thompson Company, from sending them gearboxes and probes and all that stuff back. So that'll bring it down to around 90,000. This is basically not an option unless we want to get road up again on the wastewater inspection next year. So I don't know how they got away with it previous time. There was no whether
Motion to-
just that one UV thing. They had a construction agreement to go 2.2 million, but they only got 1.1 million. Comments on the transfer switch?
Yeah.
They kind of hosed us. They only gave us half the bid. And they called me up 2 weeks ago saying, we kind of got a debacle going on. And we haven't billed you for everything. The only thing they billed us for was the control panel on the generator itself. We still need the money or the quote for the transfer switch and a quote for the install. So I don't know what did you get that? Do you know, Trish? I've been bugging Brandon Brooks for a couple of weeks to get us that. We've already received a check from the insurance, but they left it open for a period of time. So it's just literally every other day I'm calling them. I was like, we need the quote. And so it's kind of a little bit of a thorn right there. So we're on the ball and they're obviously not. We had a pump go out at Gill Street lift station. We took a pump that goes for 1,100, 1,000 south and put it in there for the time being. It's not really made for that, but it pumps water and it's helping us through the rains. So, but we have one coming. It's just, I think it's 4 to 6 weeks lead time. So we're kind of behind the 8 ball for that for a little over a month. So we had another one on the shelf. We put it in the pit. It's pumping. So that's just kind of how we're doing it right now. DMR QA is due this year, which is discharge monitoring requirements, quality assurance. We order some unknowns. We do testing on it. We send the results back and they tell us if we're inside the parameters. It's a 3-year deal. This is the year that we do it.
Okay.
So we voted to replace a valve on the west plant clarifier. James got down there with a pipe wrench and broke the clarifier, the valve loose. So it wasn't broke. We had broke the shaft right above that from the valve seizing. So he welded that up. James has been really handy since he's been here. Come up and then we found another compromised spot. So he cut that out of there and welded a new rod on that. It currently works. We renewed the sludge agreement with Republic. We had a land apply permit and a landfill permit. So we got the landfill permit done. Land apply, we're still waiting on test results to turn that in. The plaza has been, they've got an engineer and they're inquiring about hooking to our gravity sewer to eliminate their little lift station thing. And I sent them a picture of what we got. I told them that they ain't going to be able to do that without approval from you guys first. I also explained to the engineer that they have a hard time maintaining the $20,000 pit, how they going to afford $300,000 for new infrastructure. But that's between them and the board right now, you know, so. I don't know, I think once they see the price of what it's gonna take to hook up to gravity, they're just gonna do like the motel did, and just fork out some money, fix their infrastructure, and go with it. So,
Can they actually hook onto that as a gravity feed? Because I know when we put that line in, that's what those lift stations had to be.
yeah, it's all force main up through there.
Yeah, so of course, but I mean.
If the gravity starts like 300 foot up, towards down, and I gave him the elevation on that, and it doesn't reach the elevation there, the pipe will come out of the ground. I mean, we had engineers engineer at the beginning for this reason, but they're still wanting to look at it, so I don't know. I think they're barking up the wrong tree there. That's basically what we got for wastewater. Is there any questions on wastewater?
No, I think we need to
Do
go ahead and approve those.
UV system?
Yep.
Yeah. And the other transfer switch.
Yes.
I'm not sure if they had a heck.
We need to get a new quote.
I know they did.
Before we can.
It was-
Switch or disapprove.
I was out there several times and they ended up.
Something
they
happens,
put
yeah,
in-
I get those
power
And we're entering.
And,
Like, fund
it ended up being a big
So, so.
probably.
Increase.
No, it was debris. I don't know if they had a sway in the line or whatnot, but it ended up clogging it up tight. And they ended up having to cut the line, getting in again.
Made up that there.
They ended up at the bottom of that.
It has a bit
manhole
right.
at the live station.
Yeah.
It was just a pile of crap.
And did they go ahead, you know,
Can I just request that we save the questions to the end of the question section so they can, because we're getting ready to do something before it got interrupted. Go ahead.
So we motioned to get that UV system and that transfer switch.
I'll second
Get it
that
going,
motion.
'cause
Those
we
are
have
both
to
needed.
have it.
Transfer just at 12 months or 12 weeks out.
Yeah, so
All right.
all in favor?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, go on to your other, Dustin.
So the other, I want to know what you guys think about Marshal here and up. And James and Brent's been working hard together and getting a lot done. I mean, it's been a busy time, so the hard worker.
I'm for it.
That's something we'd have to update, like a salary ordinance or anything, is it?
And when I got here, there was five employees. I've only been on 4 or less since shortly after I got here.
If you guys do good work, I've not got no issue with it, so.
So then that makes every employee 20, right?
And,
All right. That's fine. I'm for that.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
And then we're replacing the storm drain on Ledgerwood. James started digging in the woods and knocking down trees, yesterday morning, Tuesday, this morning, the locates became good. So they're down there establishing the start point and working back up there. They have ran into an obstacle up at Ledgerwood. It appears that 18 comes across, but there's a huge concrete skirting off the side of Ledgerwood. It's as wide as this room underground. And we was trying to pothole right there to find where that,
Well, you know about it, Rick.
storm drain is.
Well, see, there used to be, can I comment now? There used to be, if you go all the way up Ledgerwood, there are old drainage systems
Mhm.
that was open, the stormwater,
That's right.
and they're about that deep. We've dug them out a few times, And they came into that box there. That box is a very big box. And actually, we had to close it off because kids would actually climb down into that box.
It's big enough.
Yeah,
On the east or the west side?
east side.
East side.
East side.
Yeah, I know exactly where you're talking
Like how
about.
big-
But that's what you're gonna get. There is a big concrete box.
Can you point him, they'll be down here tomorrow, can you point James where you think that 18-inch crosses the road? I mean,
Yeah.
we pothole and pothole and pothole.
Really, it should be, like I say, about where that drain actually, it should drop straight down into it. Because there was, like I say, a cover there. And like I say, it was about that much open,
On the west side.
east side.
No, I mean, you know where it goes.
Oh, coming after it gets under the road?
Yeah.
No, that has always been covered there. Right?
But there was another one on the west side of the road, but it's just a 4-inch drain that comes in and drops straight down.
Oh, really?
And I'm assuming it goes to that 18-inch. And that 18-inch goes all the way over underneath a couple houses to the east, over to the next road over.
I do know in front of my house there,
Alexander.
Oh,
it's-
That is a-
there is a unmarked.
Ledgewood in the yard. Storm. It collapsed.
Yes, Maggot fixed earlier.
I don't know where it
It is now
We
getting.
found it in the woods. We're just gonna start in the woods, which was the opposite of what we were going to do, just follow it back, because we don't know where.
I can't tell you where that's on that side, right on the west side.
Import. And then there's a drain on Hackett and Cherry that has been crushed and collapsed and is ripped open. And we've located it. It's barricaded off with pallets over the top of it. And that's on the list after we get done with this. While we end up getting the money to do this project. And then that IFA meeting I talked about, that's how I learned about the asset management plan stuff. And volunteered Carlisle to host the meeting in the spring. So we just need like the Sherwood building for a couple hours.
Yeah.
We give them some drinks and, cookies or whatever, and we have a meeting. Board members are encouraged to come. As a matter of fact, in 2027, IFA is requiring board members to get training, utility training or some kind of training, so. That'll be coming up in the next year.
Okay.
And I will be out of town from June 4th to 8th. Which is a Thursday, Friday, and a Monday.
When is the meeting that you signed Carl at the Hill?
It's in the spring, so it's one year.
So there's not an exact date yet
Now,
then.
we backed up a 6-month, we have like a round table, and like Bloomington's doing in 6 months. We
Mr. Ford.
So first off, I'd like to thank you guys for the opportunity.
Thank you.
So have that here for one?
I took it off. Put it on there.
Okay.
I'm glad I didn't drive 2 hours for that thing.
Here it is, folks.
First off, I'd like to thank you guys for the opportunity to.
Try to come grab the mic, so.
That's where I'm going. No, I didn't
Why do you need to mind?
I didn't realize he didn't have the mic, or I would have given it to you.
I've got a big mouth.
Well, first off, I'd like to thank you guys for the opportunity to serve the town of Carlisle as a street superintendent. A couple things I've been doing since the month I've been in here. I've been trying to do a lot of inventory at the Smith building. There's a lot of stuff over there that I have no idea what it goes to. There's a lot of junk over there. I'm trying to get model numbers, for all the tools, equipment, stuff like that. Try to get it on a computer system so we have an actual inventory. If something goes down, we can replace it easily. Signs is another thing. There's been some complaints that there's some road signs that are missing. I'm working on getting an inventory of all those, what we have, what we don't have. If they need updated to NDOT standards, all that stuff, that's in the works. So it's going to take me a few months to get all that in order. For just on the inventory stuff. On that, there's a lot of stuff going on in the town right now. I would like to see about getting somebody hired to help me. not only with maybe a part-time to full-time eventually, but also some seasonal help with mowing, weed eating, stuff like that, because it is a lot taken on. The water department and wastewater treatment guys, they're busy doing other things, and I was stuck 6 hours, 6, 7 hours a day mowing by myself while they were working on other things. So it is a lot to take on. But I would like to see as soon as possible, if you could, to hire either some seasonal help right now and then talk about a part-time person to full-time in the future. But I'd like to get that going as soon as possible so we can leave the water guys to doing what they need to do, and then the street guys can do what they need to do with mowing, weed eating, taking care of the town properties. Also, the Smith Building, got a quote, or I'm looking to get a quote from some garage doors for the big garage doors at the east side of the building, the two going one out going into the. This was all done prior to me coming in. Right now it's sheet metaled, but they were looking to get garage doors. Their guy from Kennelberg is supposed to come up and take a look at it. And give me a quote. We just haven't had time to meet because I've been so busy up here. But he says when he gets back in town this week sometime, he will stop by and get a quote. So I'll have that for you probably the next meeting
Okay.
to go on. Also, let's see here. Also, I would ask you guys if I could get a spending limit for small things. Right now, I was told that I would have to go to the board for everything because I do not have a spending limit. I was looking to kind of, I say beautify the town a little bit, put some lights on the Sherwood sign, solar lights, put a solar light down at the park on the flag to illuminate that. But I would like for your consideration to give me a spending limit on smaller items where I don't have to come to the board every month to be able to handle that. Also, I would ask, another garage door. I apologize. The Marshall building has one garage door that's not functioning. They're going to give me a quote for that one as well. Also, speaking of the Marshall building, I would like for you to be able to turn the office into the new street superintendent's office. So I have somewhere where I can actually do the inventory and have a computer set up and have access to stuff like that. So I can actually do my job and not sit in the Smith building on a lawnmower, typing on a computer if possible.
Okay.
With that, let's see here. I think other than that, that's all I really have right now. Like I said, I thank you for the opportunity to try to serve the town of Carlisle as the best of my ability. And we've been mowing, weed eating. The county has assisted us at the park today with the brush axe. The ditch line there, it's harder than heck to get to. They brought their brush axe in with a tractor, got the ditch line taken care of. It looks really nice down there right now.
Awesome.
So
I seen you mowing yesterday.
yeah, it's been crazy mowing. So
Well, thank
Let's go
you.
back to your,
I was gonna say,
your spending. I'm fine with you getting that stuff. It's all budgeted. You know, we have a Sherwood fund for the Sherwood building. We have a park fund for the park. We have building maintenance. I mean, everything's funded. I mean, as long as you're conservative and not just, and get, like on your bigger stuff, you get 2 quotes, you know. It's just,
so,
I understand the 30 days just prolongs. Everything's slower when you gotta wait.
yeah.
But you know, like your lights on your thing,
I just wanted to make it to be able to be illuminated and stuff like that. So,
So
make it look good.
what would be, what minimum, I meant maximum fund wise then for each thing? Are you thinking?
Oh, that's up to you guys on what my spending limit would be. I'm not gonna.
Because each thing, yeah, because like you said, each thing, there's a certain amount in each fund. So like what would be the maximum before bringing something to the board?
I think you have a $5,000 one. I wouldn't need that much, you know. maybe.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on that 5,000 though. I gotta look into that.
Well, call it good and call it 2,500.
I mean, it's all.
I mean, as long as it's all budgeted. I mean, my thought process is.
Yeah, if it's
something like super
a
major.
lot, I'll come to you guys.
Yeah. I mean, as long as it's-
And And always check with the girls in here just to make sure, hey, how much is in that fund and
Oh,
what I
yeah.
plan on,
Oh, yeah.
that way you don't go over.
Are you talking about one item or combination of items?
Combo.
A total combo.
Yeah, I mean,
Like a monthly
Monthly
total, right? Is that what you're talking about?
That's why-
yeah, I mean,
that's why I was looking-
No,
But it'd be several funds that I'd have to.
like he needs lights for the Sherwood building. We have a fund for that. So if it's $100, and we have
It just-
$3,000 in there, go ahead and do it. So you don't have to wait on us.
Right.
Or
Yeah.
like he needs some flags for Memorial Day to get up.
it just has to make sure it comes out
Yeah,
of the right.
there's a lot of flags that
You know,
Memorial Day that's ripped and they.
Wait on us.
You
Yeah.
know.
As long as it's in the appropriated
David.
fund.
It's fine. You just need clarification. It's okay. I had the same thing. It's okay. It's just fun wise. I didn't know if we wanted, honestly, my opinion, just make sure you check with one of the girls and make sure that there's nothing there and be like, hey, I plan on spending this much. How much is in that fund? And it
Yeah,
comes out of the correct funds.
$1,000 would work for me, just a spending budget. I mean, that's,
Okay.
anything over 1,000, I'll come to the board, because I mean, that's.
Yeah, I just want to make sure it comes out of the right fund.
Yeah.
I have no issues with it. I just make sure
We
you
just
check.
have to motion that or no?
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I don't know.
I'll motion to set $1,000 spending on it for the street department superintendent.
Yeah, with that you just make sure it comes out of the correct.
pertaining that it
Yes.
comes out of the correct fund.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm looking for. Correct wording. Second, all in favor. I don't know what number. Third, I don't know. And then you also wanted the old Marshal office too.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on that, friends?
Is it being used for anything? I mean, if we haven't no use for it, I don't see why it couldn't be used for his office. He obviously needs the space to not be on a lawnmower, trying to use a computer. I would find that very difficult, so. I don't see an issue with it as long as it's not being previously used for anything.
Like it already has stuff in there from Lacey.
Okay.
All right, so motion to let street department use the old Marshal office for inventory, anything to your discretion, to
Yeah.
whatever you need.
I'll second that motion.
Okay. What else am I missing? There's something else.
He's got
Seasonal.
Seasonal
seasonal
help.
help. There's 2 apps, or we can put it out.
Have we put out yeah, but we haven't put out for actual
Say
seasonal.
the last one, we just put part-time, full-time, whatever we got, is what we put out. And these are from April, February.
So do we want to put out for 30 days until the next meeting just for seasonal help?
Sounds good.
Because seasonal is just, summer wise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I'd like to hire somebody as soon as possible, because I think a month's too long if you can get somebody in now.
If you're having a meeting in 2 weeks, just run a quick thing on your Facebook post, share it out. That was satisfied, I think, the publication.
What meeting do we have?
We did the executive
Executive.
on Monday.
That's Monday, this Monday.
It's Tuesday. The grass is going to grow in between.
A lot.
Fair enough. Okay. So for that,
Or you could just go with those for now.
I mean, we have to, or Apple.
You wanna have him give them a call and see what goes?
So why don't we do that? I like that idea.
okay, because I think we had it set as an executive. Honestly, it can be a public hearing.
Yeah, it is. Well,
Yeah, Monday's an executive. Yeah.
Because I know some people didn't know that we were,
What is it?
because we never advertised for it, because other people asked me for jobs too. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
asked about it.
I mean, on
So-
Brent's, it's getting busier and busier as season's
Oh.
warmer, so.
and I would prefer him to maybe put out too and
Mhm.
get his opinion too. Because
Yeah,
honestly,
He's gonna be working.
The
That's what I'm
1,000
saying.
is
I
just
would
for the
prefer to
spending
use-
for items that I need to fix.
she's on has to listen to that.
I need the help, yes.
So, okay. So what if we do our executive, talk to the reserves, go straight into a public, and then we can put in for there on Monday, hiring for a seasonal worker. Does that work?
That works for me.
Okay, because I just want you to kind of have your input of who you want application wise, because they're gonna be working with you.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, it's just a lot to take on.
yeah, I don't want to, yeah, I was gonna say, I don't want to pick,
Now we got
Just for
ADA
you,
stuff,
and then-
I'm about to get with Dustin on and everything else. And
Yeah.
everything just come in full swing right at me.
I just want you to have a chance to look at the application,
Okay.
but you're,
And what Monday is it? All right, and
I put the 18th. I mean, we can move it if we need, if you would rather do it on that Tuesday
I mean,
for an entire,
basically,
that way it's on for 7 days.
I just want to try the right date.
Good, Ford?
Yeah, and just the consideration for part-time to full-time on a worker as well, please.
So did you guys change the date?
No, it's still.
Still Monday.
We're doing Monday at 6.
And then the full meeting's right after 6:30, 7?
Yeah, just do 6:30.
6:30?
I don't think we'll be in it longer than 30. Hopefully not. Let's go. Sorry, guys. Please don't do that to me.
Seasonal worker, what's the pay rate gonna be? We can advertise it.
I think there's an ordinance on that.
Yeah, I have to look on that.
So
I don't have that. Yeah, I think $10, I think.
I think I have.
$10 an hour, I think.
No, I think it's like,
What was Jack? I thought remember we hired Jack for a little bit? Thought that was it.
what was it, like 13, 14?
Frankly, I don't know. Well, just-
I
all right.
hope it's not there either. Oh my goodness. Oops. Considering 20, I would at least make it. It's 14, right?
Would we just make labor?
Yeah, part-time labor,
What's it say?
$20.
Ooh,
Yeah,
20.
1660.
So if you make it as much as I do.
That's what I'm saying. I'm off on the summer. I don't want to like, I can mow across the street.
Yeah, they come up here to. Yeah, like, oh boy.
Here, pass them. Pass them.
The part-time means because that's what James can hire. That's why that got changed.
Hey, David. So what's gonna be the requirements of that? Like, well, what do you do? Just come up here and fill out an application?
So why are we-
Yeah, fill out an application, it'll be seasonal with potential to go full-time.
I don't know.
I think that's what you wanted, yeah. No, nothing like that. Yeah, no benefits starting out.
2026.
In January, look at-
That's why I'm asking. So
I
I
mean,
mean,
that's something we need to look into,
seasonal person, 40,
because I know,
40.
I had to read the ordinance.
She's on your classified
So one time, when we had our
That's
ADA.
insane, Mayor.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I think he's gonna do 32 hours a week.
Ordinances, I guess, for it.
Okay, I just want to show it.
I said, I put on, I mean,
Me too.
that will next meeting to pass.
The salary ordinance is $20.
Unless that was involved in conjunction with him getting the deputy marshal.
Well, and right here, it says, so what I'm looking at for you too, it says part-time deputy marshal, 18 an hour. Like, we already have that on the salary ordinance.
18 for a
That's the one we just voted in. That is what precipitated us having to write and read the other one.
Okay, that's.
Because we couldn't accept that until we did this.
Gotcha, okay.
This is the newest one that we just did.
That makes more sense then.
That's why it's in there.
It had to be put in because. then
Yeah.
we have the ordinance to.
We
So
couldn't
wasn't there
officially,
already an ordinance on that?
not for that position. So we had to write this ordinance so that we could fulfill
Never had
that
part-time.
part-time. And we didn't have a deputy
We had a
marshal.
full-time deputy. Never had a part-time.
So why didn't we just move it to full-time? If we already had the salary for full-time, then why didn't we just do full-time?
Because we don't want to pay the insurance, so. Send him to the academies and all that.
Even if he's part-time, we still have to send.
So,
I think so. I think anybody that does it can be sent. Okay, honestly, well, I don't know. It's anywhere either 1660 or 20, because right here it says 20, but it says labor 1660. So I don't know. There's not an actual one that
Okay.
says seasonal or street.
1660.
It just says laborer. It doesn't actually classify. Yeah,
Define it.
I mean, you can go off that too. I mean,
it just, yeah, I was gonna say it just says labor 1660.
I just wonder what, you know, I'll be posting this.
Fair enough.
Get it out there.
Yeah, especially since it's within a. All right, let's do labor for 1660.
For 2 hours a week. Up to.
Yeah.
232 hours.
Up to 32. Okay.
Right now, the summer.
Okay. All
It
right.
is busy. What's that?
So
To
motion
take.
to put out for part-time labor for street and motion to advertise it.
I'll second the motion.
And we'll talk about it on Mondays.
Yes.
Oh my God. The kids were killed on the highway here in Carlisle, like 2 years ago. I was teaching my team things, honoring these children, and the Carlisle kids, was the girl that was crying, really disappointed with them. I don't know who was in charge 4 years ago, but there's nothing else. Not that I know of, unless there is.
There's 3 crossings right down here at the 58 junction. They're
Yeah,
really small.
I mean, something that sets, where people can set up their names on it, or
Yeah.
not just like a little cross that way.
Yeah.
You see those everywhere. I just think it would be, I mean, we're a little town, we should cover each other that, I thought it was important. I was really disappointed
Well,
that these kids get cancer.
I remember when I was a kid, the kid got killed right there at the school.
So,
Child, somebody threw the shoe out in the road and ran out. There's no memorial for that child.
Yes,
So that's what I'm trying to say.
yeah, but I don't.
all right.
Yeah.
So we can add that. We can look at that at further.
Can you be anonymous or not?
So ready for DeAndre?
Yeah. All right. Marshall, come get your talking stick somewhere. Oh, talking stick, and then your report. Please and thank you. Yeah. If you would, please.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
I want to thank everybody for wishing me back. Warm welcome. It means a lot. A lot of people come up to me and show their support, so I just wanted to say thank you for that. I'm going to keep it brief. I'm going to go over some of the things that the department's been working on since I've been away and as well as since I've been back. As always, I'm going to go over, we had over 40 calls for service. Some of those were, 18 of those were traffic stops. 2 of those were VIN checks, title checks. We had 2 arrests, 1 for DUI and 1 for never receiving a license. I'm not going to go into detail of who those individuals were, but that's some of the calls that we went on. Other things, I do have an outfitter for the cages that need to be installed for the police cars. Still working on getting with them to come down here to get a quote done, so that way I have quotes to be able to give to the board. That way you guys are aware of what it might end up costing us. They haven't been able to make their way down here just yet. They want to come in person so they can look over the cars, see what the cars have. Also, both vehicles do not have power inverters. So when Justin was here, the main Marshal car kept dying. He didn't know why.
I think that happened tonight too.
It happened tonight as well. I talked to Officer Knight, well, Deputy Knight now. It happened to him as well. We was on a call for service the other night. We was at the hospital. The Marshal car broke down during the middle of our call. The reason being, he died, would not start back up. We're using too much equipment, radar, computers,
It was.
just anything you think of that normal police cars need to operate on, and we're just pulling too much power and it's killing our car. So we did the same thing. We put the battery, not battery, radar and everything else in our other car, thinking we could get away with it for a little while, and it blew fuses. And then I had to get James to try to fix that for me. And
All right, hang on.
that didn't work.
I'm just, so I can stay with you.
Yeah.
Okay, no, you, definitely need a converter, cause I can't keep dying like that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that we didn't have converters, especially with the lights and all
Well,
the
to be
bells
honest
and
with you,
whistles.
I didn't know much about inverters until I started talking to other
That's,
deputies, officers that had installed dimensional lock cars.
so do that, do you just take it in and they just put it in, or do you have to take it somewhere?
I talked to an outfit out of West Terre Haute. Until I can get them down here to really look at it, I can't. I mean, it's not something I can do, and it's not something James can do. When I talked to
That'd have to be
James,
wired in.
James said that's way above his pay grade. It's not something
Yeah,
he's comfortable with doing.
Jay's Auto World.
So
Did you hear him?
what?
Call Jay's Auto World and
Yeah, it's
have
all-
them.
Tim Garrett.
So do we need a motion on that then? That's kind of a necessity.
Yeah, I mean, we need to,
It needs to be done.
I was gonna go ahead and motion, or get a motion to move the $12,000 lease fund that we got, move that to police equipment,
Okay,
fund, whatever.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
That'll give
That
funds
should, yeah.
Okay,
Fixed.
so then motion to get converters, a converter, whatever in your vehicles and
Yeah.
that it can function properly
Two cars.
And
in the two
the
cars.
outfit out of West Terre Haute is named Forefront. Out of West Terre Haute, it's ran by Brad Newman out of Terre Haute and a couple other guys. They're also law enforcement officers out of Terre Haute PD. Said he would come down, do a quote for the cages that were for both vehicles or whatever. Said he would look it over, see about giving us a good deal, and go from there. But I have yet to get a date. I gotta call him back, and he was busy with an election out of Flagler County, so I'm sure he got tied up. As soon as I can get back a hold of him, I'll be back with a quote for you guys next board meeting.
Okay,
So is that all the same motion or is that separate? To move the 12,000 and then.
that's one motion.
Okay,
And then a second motion.
I just didn't hear who motioned it and who seconded it on the second one. then.
Okay, I motion for the, yep, Brandon second or
Also,
all in favor.
Gotcha.
on Tuesday, the Marshal car has a recall. It's gonna be going in on the shop to get that fixed as well.
For the what?
It's a recall,
Oh, okay, yeah,
so that's gonna be
Yep.
fixed as well.
okay.
Anybody has questions for me? I've been away a while. Any concerns that's going on in the town that I need to be aware of, that I need to get my marshals on? Anybody?
Nope, I think we're good.
Pretty slide you map.
I appreciate that.
Thank you for going to the academy for several months and yes, thank you for your research, filling in. Which one? And thank you for your report. Okay,
Excuse me.
Kim Rosello.
Claims and adjustments first.
Oh, you're
Claim
good. All right,
adjustments.
it's good seeing you. One second, hang on.
You want to introduce yourself?
Hey everyone, my name is Raj Patel. I am a part owner of Carlisle Inn. I'll be managing. I just wanted to say hi. I know there's been some concern about the motel. I just spoke with police officers a couple days ago. I know there's been gun violence, drugs, and stuff like that. We are managing that. We are doing whatever we can to help you guys out and keep it safe and no drugs for the kids or anybody. And my parents have done this for a long time, so we know what we're doing. Just give us time. Yes.
Biggest problem was all migrant workers lived there.
Do what?
Biggest problem was all migrant workers lived there.
The micro, what's that?
Migrants.
Oh, migrant workers?
Yes.
People come in to work, you know, they don't really speak English, but a lot of them just live there.
Mhm.
Kinda like it happened.
And it ended up being a bad thing.
Has it? I'm not sure about that yet, but I'll talk.
A guy lived there from my house and broke in, took a shower in my bed, but
Oh, wow, I'm sorry about that.
yeah, so I just.
But
Where do you live?
yeah, we are renovating everything from the inside.
There's no way.
to the out. Our plan is to start in September. Hopefully, but if not, it'll probably be around that November time. Yes, ma'am.
It used to have a really nice laundromat
in there on that backside. Are you gonna turn that back? Or do you?
I saw that and I was just thinking about that. I'm just not sure yet. I gotta talk to my parents.
You're really using.
I remember going.
I
Since they were big games.
I remember my friends taking in there.
Well, that's awesome, yeah. Let me talk to my parents, see what we're gonna do. We're just not sure. We're just trying, we just got a lot of junk.
You do.
It's terrible and I know that.
I already see the difference, so. So.
I know.
We're doing everything.
I know.
I know we cleaned a bunch of rooms up, all of them, but we haven't, like, we destroyed one of them from like everything is gone. And we're gonna renovate that, but every room will be clean, renovated. I heard about that and it just sucks that it's bad now, but we're doing whatever we can to make you guys safe and for the community and their job easier, so. But I know that, but, you guys got any, we are also getting rid of some stuff, like, it's been in our closet for like, who knows how long. It's good beds, it's good, furniture, good tables, it's just, we're just gonna, upgrade everything to more modern, and we're trying to get rid of it. I just want the schools to take care of their community items there. It's free, I just want it gone, but now we're just gonna pitch it, but I just wanna give you guys a chance to take whatever you guys need. I don't need it, so if you guys need it, take it, I don't care, but.
Facebook.
Facebook, whatever.
I will put it out there for you.
Yeah, but I just want you guys to tell people that there's that there's new management. We're doing what we can to keep you guys safe and, yeah.
Are you guys gonna be there? Or are you gonna be the one running it?
Yes, my parents will be there from all morning, and then I got another job, but I'll be home around 5 o'clock, so I'll be running that or whatever. But on the weekends, I'll be there too.
That's good, because you know, they keep having.
Different.
Yeah, be. Yeah, some nasty people.
I know.
Yeah, I'm really trying to be nice.
Absolutely. My parents have been doing this well over, I'm 30 years now. And then I came into that business as well, so we just need the patience. And it's gonna be there, I promise you, like, we're gonna do whatever it takes to keep you guys safe.
Well, thank you for cleaning it up and,
Yep, absolutely.
I already noticed the difference. So
yeah,
appreciate it.
we do.
We're just gonna keep it Carlisle and keep it safe.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
Yep, thank you guys.
Cleaning it up.
Saying
Have a great day, everyone.
because I don't know what all of them are for. So there's a
Thank
little
you.
blurb in each corner of what each one's for.
All right, I got some water adjustments.
The first one was the one you guys already approved, but she had the wrong amount. So that's the corrected amount. And the other ones are all new.
Joel, that'll leak.
See, look at that AMI thing. On the beginning.
So say we catch it, put it on 48 hours. No.
I feel like any of the people who got a leak just once would mind paying an additional $3 on their bill.
Yeah, but they're already complaining about the fee and then the $1.50 and
We don't have,
$5.
we don't have to leave it.
Yeah.
We'll evaluate. Hope I missed that one.
Okay, Kim's still good. Rick?
Am I up?
Yep, you're up.
Okay,
Oh, man, okay, wait.
first, I'm just kind of curious if you guys know whatever happened to the $2,235 rebate you guys got that can be spent however. Whatever happened to that money and how was it spent?
For the streetlights?
Yeah.
So I have to write that down and look.
Okay.
Okay, so 2025 rebate.
So this is back in,
2024.
2024, no, the one first came on
Yeah, it was,
a
yeah, it was first, yeah.
for streetlights.
Okay.
I do remember that. That was like
Now,
right
right
where
where
the
the
beginning.
Next thing. Do you as a board and as clerk treasurer feel that you are transparent to the public what's going on within the town?
I will speak for myself and I try to be as transparent as I can be and let everybody know what I know.
So, I mean, that's why I should try to be transparent as much as we can. Obviously, executive meetings are
Executive, I understand.
not that much information, but
Because that's the one thing that the county's got itself to deep in. So this is gonna lead me to some of my questions. Who's the town attorney at the moment?
Richard Shagley.
Okay, and anything of any legal nature, do you run that through him?
I highly recommend it.
But I'm asking, do you or do you try to shun him out?
if it needs to be reexamined, I think it needs to be.
It has been made very
You're
clear.
doing more.
Yes, it has been made very clear in several other meetings that the person that reaches out to him is our board president.
Okay. That's the thing is that, because you guys had an executive meeting, I was hoping somebody from Tokyo Power would be here.
No, didn't.
And, you know, have you guys, what can you tell us is going on with Tokyo Power and or any other entities?
So what we can share with you?
What can you share with the public?
That we are doing geological testing for supplying them water.
So the town's doing this at whose expense?
They're paying for everything.
Yes.
So this was an agreement with them.
Well, it's, they're,
That was an
Yeah.
agreement with them.
yeah,
So you made an executive decision in an executive session outside the public knowledge.
No, there was no decision made, no
You
agreement.
just said you agreed.
They brought us studies that they had paid for prior.
Now, you said they brought studies. So I'm a little confused about what you're saying.
When they presented us with the packet of information, they had a packet of numerous studies and they were waiting for additional numbers that they had not received.
Okay.
This was all done
Already
at their
studies.
expenses, yes.
You guys aren't entering into an agreement.
No, there has been no agreement
Okay.
yet.
The only agreement we did was a will serve for the 200,000. That's all we did.
and that was done.
Well, this is what I'm,
So,
and the reason I'm asking you
yeah,
this,
so
because Grant knows I've been showing up to a lot of the meetings in the county. And I've heard this not once, but twice brought up. And I'm glad you're here tonight to answer this. What's going on with our sewer plant and the expansion?
they are bringing their domestic wastewater, 5 to 10,000 gallons of domestic coming to our wastewater.
And that's all you've agreed to.
Yep.
Then why is the council telling me that you have entered into an agreement to expand that for their waste?
No, well, I told them straight up that
So
their discharge was not coming to our.
So you're telling the council, you're saying the council, from the counties, have been lying?
I don't know what they're saying there.
I just know that you've entered, this is not your first rodeo working with these companies, correct?
That is my first rodeo.
Really? I thought you worked with Water and Shelter.
I worked with the water, but I didn't ever work with any companies like that data center.
You didn't have no contact with the data centers.
No, sir.
Okay, I'm glad you're on record for that. Thank you.
Oh, you can call me a liar.
I'm not calling you a liar. I'm just saying you're.
No, he just said thanks.
Hey, Rick,
Uh,
you're 2 minutes up.
Hang on, hang on.
What do you got?
This isn't a discussion. This isn't a comment section. These are questions.
Because I didn't know anything about the sewer part and stuff like that doing that.
So this isn't, that's a comment, 3 minutes for comments. These are questions for the board.
We're moving on to Wayne Hader.
Oh, then we'll jump right to the meat of the session then, Dave.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead, Wayne.
Why did you not,
Go ahead.
anybody put on this meeting agenda the contract for the sale of the saline properties, Dave?
Selling,
Why, for the saline properties? Why was that not on the agenda under old business? Why did none of you three put that on the agenda? I want to know.
Never made it to it.
What do you mean?
David. But we talked about it at the last meeting. That's where he's going with that.
You couldn't take a minute, because I've got a question for you. And I've got it right here.
We didn't get a contract for it.
Yeah, there was never a
She
contract.
says you would not take a
People
recess
before.
for her to look it up.
That's why I asked about the attorney, because we didn't contract. It's making sense
Yeah,
now.
there was none. We found out and I told her in an executive meeting that there wasn't one.
I'm asking for the public, Dave.
Was it
I
what?
don't know. I don't write the newspaper, Rick.
Doesn't know what? Hang on, I missed it because I was piecing together why you asked.
On that?
Not that I know of. I never signed an agreement.
Did your attorney write the agreement? Who wrote the,
Contract. He asked about the contract. Remember, we were gonna pause the meeting in the last meeting to go find the contract.
I'll skip all the other.
And there's not a contract.
Since you're trying to cut me off. You know why you cut me off. So I want to know.
I'm cutting you off because you have 2 minutes and it's 9:00. We're trying to get through. That's why I
Well,
cut you
we're
off.
gonna get done here.
You write your questions and I'll answer it.
No.
Wayne Davis,
No.
go ahead.
No.
Go.
Cassie,
Out.
I
Go.
want to know.
Stop interrupting, Rick.
Hang on, because he has a point, David, and you don't want it out there. Why?
There is no point. I done said, I never signed a contract. It's not
He's
my
saying
job
it's
to make
not
a
your
contract.
He's saying, why did we not consist in the attorney? You're the only one that can contact the attorney. He's asking all these questions that build up to the real, what he's asking. I don't know this either, but I know you're piecing it together in your head because you're not stupid. So you have the same thing that's going through my head. And I know Brandon's thinking it too.
Okay, I'm gonna throw this out here.
So are we, so
So
what happens? He's trying to get, what happens to those houses?
Okay, wait a minute, I'll throw this out for you guys. You don't know.
There's no
about this.
contract, so there's nothing you can do.
There's a.
So we just donated the
I
lot?
asked in December.
No, he paid $10,000 for them.
Ah, did they?
Yeah.
They did?
But we don't,
That was what it was wanted.
but we don't have a contract for it.
Really, Dave? You swear to God to that?
They should have paid 10 grand.
I have a document from the courthouse,
David.
from the courthouse,
Okay, let me see.
and it says, and this is signed by David Watkins, which you didn't use an attorney, obviously, because is that correct? Did you write this up? Who wrote the,
I didn't write that up.
you didn't write this up?
Who signed it?
So you're saying it was Angie that wrote it up?
I do not know. What's the date on it?
You signed it, and it says right here, and I will read exactly what it says, and I want to see your response. David Watkins, as the Carlisle County President, and his successors in trust, conveys and warrants Jake Taylor. Who's Jake Taylor to you?
His brother-in-law.
He's my brother.
Keep going.
So just happens your brother-in-law, you don't have a contract, the board agreed to, which I have in the minutes, agreed to sell for improvement,
Yes.
and you chose not to do that. You sold it in the state of Indiana for fair consideration, the sums of $5,001 and other valid considerations. You sold lots 194 and 195. Right there. So it says right here, you sold, and you affidavit, your signature, you sold them to him for $5,001.
A piece or together?
No, $5,000, right there's what it says.
What is the date?
That was
This is
2024?
July 18th, 2025.
25. A
And,
year ago.
Was signed this fourth day of March 2025 and appeared within name David Watkins, Carlisle Town President.
And they're supposed to have a year to build on these lots to improve it.
So why?
And it was
what are you
supposed to
gonna do
be
about those lots
in the
that have not
contract
been
that
built
never
in
got
this
signed.
year?
There was never a contract.
Which
I know.
comes back on us
Should have
because
paid
the attorney should
10,000.
have did
She'll
it.
have to look
But
at
it says right here, so either you,
that. I don't know. what's-
either they take
So we got
10,000
shorted
and rely on
$1,000.
this,
That's what
or they never paid the 10,000. And this will happen to be your brother-in-law. How convenient.
Yeah, he was the highest bidder.
Ah, there's the question though, Dave.
What?
What was the conditions of the sale of those?
It was a sealed bid.
No, it was sealed bid. What was the conditions placed on those bids? That construction had to begin within 1 year.
Yes,
Okay,
like break ground.
so how's the town board planning on getting those lots back now?
That's a very good question considering there's not a contract. So I
Well,
don't
it
know.
sounds like it's something we need to investigate further, obviously.
And
That's
reach out.
why I asked you earlier if you've done your homework.
Because if I remember correctly, during the meeting that those were sold, David remissed himself because his family had put the bids in. He remissed himself from voting,
But,
as they should have.
but
So
the bid stood, and I agree.
these bids
But-
stood, they've
But
been,
he conveniently forgot.
I don't think there's
contract.
I don't think there's a conveniently forgetting. I think those are wild accusations.
No, that was not well access.
I think that there was administration changes during this time. Angie was just starting, I think previously, just a little bit before that, she
And that's
officially
why-
took over.
And this is why I asked, do you use your attorney? And
I couldn't tell you that. I've not even met the attorney or talked to the attorney.
And
I'll
that's
be
what I'm
honest
saying
with you.
is, something smells because
Looking back, should we have talked to the attorney about it?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. But hindsight's always
I
20/20.
plan on recovering these properties.
That's something
We
we're
need
gonna
to
have to
add that to
discuss.
the agenda for next week. In the last meeting, I said add it to the agenda for this
And then
month.
that just
So
didn't get done.
it didn't get done.
Not get done.
So Tricia, can you add that to the
Excuse me.
Make sure it gets added to the
This- the reason
agenda
I
for
asked
next
about the
month, please.
contract, he knew, the clerk treasurer knew. Fortunately, she's not here. Because I had asked for that contract in December under a FOIA request. She never responded. She acknowledges to receive mine, and that is a problem. She will acknowledge the receipt of my request, but she never gives me the information.
Well, I will tell you,
Why is
prior
that?
to my knowledge, we will do our investigation, and obviously I want to see what we can do to clear this up, and if we have to consult with the attorney, we'll consult with the attorney.
My question
I
is,
think we're gonna.
I think that's gonna be the best bet.
Yeah, I think so too.
Last meeting, knowing that there was no contract, and I think at this time, I would ask for David Watkins to step down from the town board.
Not happening.
I think that
What's your
position,
response, Dave?
I'm not stepping down.
You are not stepping down. Well, like I say, I want to know
Think
about the
petition
$5,000,
or-
why this document says 5,000. When it was so,
Look into it.
so the sale of those properties, I wouldn't bid more, because I knew it was just an investment property. I know the neighbor would bid more, because I was gonna credit the money. He would bid more.
Excuse me.
So if
Other
we do
people
not
would bid.
enforce this contract, it was agreed and voted on by the board. It is.
I'm not disagreeing with you with that. The issue is there was just no contract signed or pertained to
And
it.
I want to know, I
So
guess.
we have no contract to abide by. That's what we got to look at our legal.
Again.
We will look into it.
Do you have any further questions?
Wayne, you're up, buddy.
all right, so basically going forward, we're gonna have to contact the attorney and see what we can do.
Yes. Contact him, get an explanation. see-
So David, the attorney will only talk to you, so you'll have to reach out to the attorney.
I can get since this is the business, that if there's a property and for 7 years, no one upkeeps it or pays property tax, that we can come in and pay the property tax and fix up the property and own it.
I
Oh,
think
is it?
That would be through the county courthouse, I believe, through.
if you maintain a property,
That's not yours, it's
you
someone
can claim it's called adverse
Yeah,
possession.
I wasn't.
That's not that kind of control.
Go ahead, Wayne.
Here's your honor.
Okay, go.
All right, I had a leak over there, this bad. And I didn't find it till I walked outside and found it. But when I come up here, the secretary said, oh, we knew that was leaking. And I thought, well, why didn't you get a hold? He said, well, we tried to call you once. And we sent a man down there and nobody left a note, nobody left an email, nobody left nothing for me. So the second month, the water ran on its own without my permission, okay? The first month cost me $675.79, which I already paid all of my water bills up to date, which took $31.05 off that $675.79. I don't intend on paying for the next month, that's $204, which she has racked up to $1,000 and some dollars in her adding and everything. And I don't want to pay for that because I wasn't notified. That's not right. When you know there's something wrong, that's failure of her job not to come and tell me. I don't care if she has to walk there by herself. She could have went over here to the store. He knows.
I thought we talked about that in the past, like if one of our people or one of the water department or somebody shows up, they're supposed to leave like a door hanger or something. Didn't we talk about that in the past?
So you want me to pay for the mistake that she
No,
made?
no. That's not one. No. I do know that if, let's say somebody knocks on your door and you're not home, we all work, they're supposed to leave a notice
They never left
and
a
that
notice.
wasn't done.
No numbers, no call. Had my number, could have left a voicemail or something.
But no, about the first month, didn't shut the water off and
Okay.
still let it run the next month.
I don't really want to pay for that second month water, which would be about $174, added on to the $644 that I owe, which I don't. I owe the other money. So what I really owe is $644.74. Because all my water bills are paid up to date. I don't want to pay that water bill
For
on
the
the second
second
month
month.
because that was not my fault. But I paid a regular water bill then. So what I really owe is.
When somebody has a leak though, we're supposed to go and shut that off.
So.
Okay, I already paid $31.05.
They did not answer.
So I'm
The
expecting to
water
pay
regulations said
$644.74.
that they saw the calls, they didn't recognize the numbers, they didn't answer. Dustin went.
Did you leave a voicemail?
I don't know if she did or not. I.
What's your
I don't-
address, Wayne?
Dustin went and also knocked on the door, no one answered.
What address is it, man?
What?
What's your address?
My address? I'm just right over the corner here in the blue house.
I know where you live, but what's the address there?
302 Harrison.
302.
It was 2 months ago.
Also, you're using
I
my
also
tile back there to run your city rainwater through, you know.
I also spoke with them
Oh,
a
$3,000
month ago, so that they knew what was happening the whole time.
That'd be before our
I
time.
did all that
Her name
myself.
or his
I'm
name?
nobody else. I
His
know the
name.
county. I knew what was going on.
He was in the
And I fixed
background
that.
talking the whole time.
Oh, okay, so you're
It was both.
And
It
I
was
was
just a month.
treated like this, like I'm nobody.
So we did
and
reach
it
out.
Isn't even worth contacting when I got a water bill.
Was that the second month?
No, we reached out the first month and then she called just before the second month happened. And then they came into the office and talked to Angie, not the secretary, but Angie, in person twice.
And his water, did anyone get, like, you guys?
She said she could adjust what we could adjust. I mean, we can't get rid of it, but we can adjust, the stormwater part. The sewer part, sorry.
So how
the
much
sewer
was,
part.
yeah, so how much was
He
the
didn't
sewer?
want that adjusted.
How much would it have been?
I don't know off the top of my head.
So how much is he wanting adjusted?
Sure. He wants it all gone.
The whole 600 and something?
Yeah.
So how much are you wanting adjusted? All of it?
Hey, the original water bill was $675.79.
That's what
I
you,
only paid $31.05 of that.
okay,
Okay, and in the other 2 months, I paid my regular bill, $62.23 is what my bill is every month. Okay, so that extra $204.90, I paid $31 of it too. So there should be only $170 some dollars on that second water bill, but she's got it laid up to $1,000 some dollars. Even if you take off my payment this month, it would still only be $998 that she's trying to, do me, or no, $978.
it's probably with the late fee.
So that's not fair.
We didn't do any disconnect fee, like the letters or any of that. He got away from it because she knew it was pending. So she didn't charge him the extra fees for it.
She knew it, and she didn't.
Oh, she might have started.
That's right. I'm only asking for the one bill to adjust, and she didn't tell me.
Um,
I'm not being mean about
What are
it.
your guys' thoughts? You can't just,
Maybe we need to look into it further, obviously. That's what I think.
But if you don't go to the water, go to the sewer, so they couldn't charge the sewer.
Wayne, I think.
Y'all better be-
Wayne.
Wayne, all right. I'm making a note. We're gonna look into it. And then we're gonna have a meeting on Monday and we are gonna talk about it and figure it out.
Okay, she's
Okay.
got extra charges on it.
Is that
She'll find out
with you?
That works for me.
You get his
I
quote.
don't like it.
Daniel, sleep.
All right, thank you,
I'm
Wayne.
just yelling 'cause I can't hear me. Yeah, my number's right in there.
David,
We've updated them, and this is what we had him before too.
I'm gonna go.
So you just have all his bills and everything now.
all right, we'll get a hold of him. We'll get hold of you Monday, Wayne.
Okay, come up here Monday, talk to him. Or- Well, you can talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it that evening, so Tuesday,
All right,
okay?
give me a call.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
You got anything, David?
No,
All right, sure.
Second to adjourn.
That's a good day.
are we done?
Yeah.
So,
All right, yeah. It's adjourned.
Who motioned to adjourn?
David.
Dave.
Okay, great.
Second,
Thank you.
Cassie in favor, all three agree. Hey, I'm starting to get.
You got it.
Oh, is the one right here?
Do you want to do that next? Yeah.
You need that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You need that.
You don't need me here Monday, do you?
No, as long as we'll put the applications in.
Okay. Well,
Do you have a meeting, don't you?
I
I thought about that after I said Monday and I was like, crap.
Before you leave work, check with Wayne, see what applications are in there, then you must have.
Yeah, give us kind of heads
what you think.
up. They're gonna be working under you, so really, I mean.
Oh, and, oh, no, hit the bottom. Oh, look at them comments.
I don't know what to do. I'm just trying to get it off. I should have fire. No, I just it was like this. Like
There, Brenda. Still feeling good? Trying to.
Well, I never get to see that.
Did you forget how to turn it on?
There is, but unfortunately, people are starting to.
Just call it.
No, they're calling it and using it as an emergency. So it causes a whole emergency. When they do, it's directly, I pass it dispatch, but I don't think it's involved. That's. No, you can call it, what I'm saying, but I don't want them to get involved. Yeah, law, so they will law everything.